I'm looking for my friend. She moved here about 9 months ago.
Why are you here? In about 2 minutes, your road home will be underwater.
Welcome to the premiere of Dark Beacon. We are joined tonight by the very beautiful and very talented Ellie Rodgers. Welcome.
Thank you.
It's such a pleasure to be here tonight. I mean, how amazing is it to see your film on the big screen in London?
Yes. It's incredible, I have to say. I mean, obviously I've seen a little screener before, but seeing on the big screen makes all the difference.
It's epic.
Yeah.
So what's it been like to share this with your family tonight?
So my mum and dad are here tonight, and my little daughter, who is actually also in the film, which is great.
I wondered if she was your daughter, because she looks so similar to you.
She is, and this is not our first but our second film together, so it was a real experience from that point of view.
Is it her first feature?
No, the first one we did was also a feature. This is just the first one that we've actually seen on the big screen, and she's got another one coming up very soon as well. So, but you know,
oh, wow, she's following in her mother's footsteps.
Yeah, she's a little star.
Absolutely, you both are, absolutely. What's it like to be in a film that is female-driven? I mean, it is the Year of the Woman, 2018, and you have 3 strong female leads in this film that carry the entire film, the entire movie. They're not just, you know, a subplot.
No, well, firstly, I need to say thank you to the writer and the director, Cos, as well, because, you know, they made it possible, because as I understand it, my character wasn't written as a female character at all. It was written as a male character, and I actually only found that out much later in the process.
It was actually the auditioning process that they decided that you were auditioning for April's role. Was that correct?
Absolutely, and I'm internally. That came out wrong. But I'm eternally grateful for them.
Internally and eternally.
Yeah, no, it was great. It was really, really great. It was great to be part of something that hasn't been done on this scale before either. And I guess, you know, April was great because she's got so much more experience than I have as well, and so she gave of herself from that, and then having my daughter there too. So the 3 of us was such a great team.
That's amazing. And you approach the roles quite differently, because your character Beth, she goes through a lot in this film. I mean, she deals with alcoholism. She is raising a child on her own, a bereavement of her husband, as well as the other paranormal stuff that's going on. I mean, how did you even approach this character and what she had to deal with, and how that, and to bring that convincingly across in this film?
For me, that was the interesting factor. It was challenging, and I started off with doing quite a lot of research on PTSD and other mental illnesses that might relate to this particular character. And I did a lot of film watching, because I was never really a big horror film watcher. So that was an education in itself, I have to say.
Are you a method actress? Because your performance comes across very gritty, very honest, very real. I mean, is that what?
Yeah. Well, I started off doing Stanislavski, so that was very much method oriented, and then I went into Meisner training, and and all of it for me. You know, there's a lot of debate on this about how different the different methods are, but for me,
to find what works for you,
you kind of draw from each different one and you make it your own. But there were elements of being in that environment, being out there on the rocks in Jersey, that gave a lot of itself to be, you know, the feeling of being isolated, and what it must feel like as this character to be suffering from PTSD, a traumatic experience as well. So yeah, I think a lot of that helped me.
Yeah, that really came across in the film. What was it like working with your daughter as well? Like, was there any points, because I was going to ask her this as well, but not knowing she was your biological daughter, is like, if a child is involved in a horror film, I mean, there's a certain risk involved? Is she going to be scared on set? But I'm sure she was fine because she was with you.
I mean, I have to say, I think a lot of this film is more psychological than macabre, so I'm really grateful for that as well.
But your performance is gritty. I mean, there must have been moments where she was like, Mom.
Yeah, especially when I was like, no spoilers, but I was like running down the causeway. And yeah, we did have a lot of moments where we had this mother-daughter kind of bonding moments, and I would talk to her and go, you know, we're going to go into the scene right now, and it's quite horrific to a certain degree, but you know, this isn't me, this is the character. Exactly. And I think the other great thing that we had is at the end of every day, because we were staying together at the end of our filming days as well, we had those bonding moments that kind of separated the reality from, you know, the fictional. So that was, and I think that was really a blessing in disguise.
Do you think this has just made her even more like, I want to do something else, Mum? I want to get. Oh, you said she's doing another film.
She has just done something which I think. Again, I don't think I can say too much about it right now. I'll leave it up to her. But she, you know, she's kind of quite cool about it all. She's taken it within her stride. She hasn't let it all go to her head.
That's good, because she's seen you do it. Yeah. Absolutely. Yeah. You were in Justice League.
Oh.
Dun, dun, dun. What was it like working on a DC film?
Do you know what? I always dreamed of being in a superhero film.
Me too.
I mean, I kind of thought I'd be the superhero.
There's still time.
Absolutely, absolutely. I want to be a superhero. Thank you.
We could play sisters. I might have to work on my accent.
Well, I have to work on mine.
We could both work on an American accent. It'd be fine.
No, I was one of the lucky ones, I think, you know, because I got to be directed by two fantastic directors, and the experience was a little bit overwhelming for me, because I've always dreamt of being on a superhero film, and now I look back at it and I go, oh my God, is that real? That really happened? Yeah.
What's next for you? What have you got coming up?
Well, I've just finished filming a little sci-fi series in Poland, and then my agent's here today, and she said, you know, there's some good, interesting stuff coming up.
Well, a sci-fi series in Poland is pretty interesting.
That was interesting. It was interesting. The weather was really good too. A great team of people, actually. Really, really great.
Well, the weather looked amazing in Jersey as well.
It was, but this was a total contrast. So in Jersey it was really hot and sunny, and in Poland it was snowing, and I think the first time we did our series it was minus 18 degrees.
Oh wow.
So yeah, a total contrast. And I play a blue alien, a pilot, but that's a whole different story.
Wow.
And that's as much as I can say about that.
Well, we'll look forward to that one. I'm very excited for you. Just before you go, what is your favourite horror film? You said you're not a big horror film watcher, but...
Oh, wow.
Do you have a favourite horror film or favourite film? Apart from this one, obviously.
The Shining is definitely at the top of my...
The boys have said that. So was that part of the criteria? You must watch The Shining before you get involved in this film?
I'd actually already watched it in the past, but they did recommend that I watch it again. It was part of my reference for this character.
Yeah, Jack Nicholson is incredible in that.
Yeah, and I loved it. I loved every moment of it. So in terms of horror films, Children of the Corn.
I've not seen it.
No, that's a really odd one. You know, the thing is, because I'm not really big into horror films, and I was more into science fiction and stuff like that, I couldn't watch macabre stuff. So like the things like Saw and stuff like that totally freak me out. I can't watch that. But I found this film about little kids that are sort of demonic, called Children of the Corn. And
you were like, I should make a film like this with my children.
No, definitely not. But there was something about it that made me watch it twice. So that was interesting. It's quite old, though.
Yeah, I've heard of it. I'll have to check it out. Well, it's been an absolute pleasure to meet you, LA, and I look forward to looking at the rest of your work. And good luck with this film. I mean, you've already won an award for Best Actress. Was that in America?
Best Supporting Actress.
Best Supporting Actress. Well,
our lovely April Pearson, she won Best Actress, and she well deserved it.
Oh, it's she was incredible as well. You were both very, very strong, and it's so nice to see strong female leads. And I just think you just keep doing what you're doing. It's amazing. Good luck with the rest of the film and your pilot.
Thank you. Thank you.
What we did was wrong, and now we're being punished for it.
Thank you for watching The Fan Carpet. If you like this video, be sure to click that thumbs up button at the bottom of your screen. And also be sure to subscribe to the Fan Carpet YouTube channels. They're absolutely free and so much fun too. Be sure to check out the official website, thefancarpet.com. Also, you can follow us on Facebook, Twitter, and Instagram to stay up to date with reviews, competitions, the latest news, and so much more.